Right, hi guys. So, Thursday, reading, practice supply. The reading is practice supply. Even though it's a tricky text, we've had longer to look at it, so we've picked apart a little bit. Thought that would be better than giving you a tricky text with no input and no heads up of the story, the text, sorry. So, our practice supply today. This week we're looking at dot to deduction. So, more of the I think this because it says this. Okay, we've still got our text with us on the other slides, and as you can see, I've put that you can type in. So all your answers can be typed straight onto the slide. So you can just stick it, just number them 1, 2, 3, however you want to. Okay? So I'm going to start with the white ones as I hope they're sometimes a little easier. What does Pippin know? Does Pippin know when it is and where they are? Well, from what I've done from remembering when he read it, the fact that he said it's the second day, no, it's the third, and then he's asking us where we are. So I've got to say no. So my answer for this is no, because he asks Gandalf where they are, and the text tells us, and then I'm going to quote, it's the second, no, third day, which shows he doesn't know, or he isn't sure. Okay, now that might look like a long answer, but if I say that, it's not long at all. No, because because he asks Gandalf where they are, and the text tells us it's the second, no, third day, which shows he, isn't sure. I know there's a few of you. Some of you will just put no. That's not good enough in year 5. We need to know why. I need to know why you think you know that. I will happily have because he asks Gandalf where they are. But notice it says in the text when and where, not just where. Okay? So all these little things you've got to think about. You might have other example. You might find somewhere else in the text that's got that example. So if you put your answer and prove it to me, that will help. Find the example of a phrase telling you that Gandalf is making Pippin feel safe. Now I think I mentioned this in Monday's video. I'm going to use that. Looked out from the shelter of Gandalf's cloak. He looked out. Oops. From the shelter of Gandalf's cloak. Sorry, I know it must be a bit boring watching me write. What was it? Cloak or cloak? Cloak. Sorry, because shelter is safe. When you look for shelter, don't you? That makes you safe. Number 3. Let's go for this one here. What impression do you get of Pippin in the first paragraph? So this is the first paragraph here. What impression do you get of him? He's looking out from the shelter of Gandalf's cloak. He's wondering if he's asleep or awake. The dark world rushing by. He sees nothing but stars, shadows of the sky, shadows of the mountains marching past. He's sleepy, drowsy, uncertain. I get the impression, because of all these things, I get the impression that he's tired, confused, and scared. How I'm going to put that down, I think he is tired, confused, and scared. Now I know some of you might put that as an answer. That's not an answer though, because I don't know why. If you think he's tired, confused, and scared, why do you get that? Deduction needs evidence. So I'm just going to go due to words such as shelter, dark world, sleepy, drowsy. I'm just going to put that. So get rid of that full stop. Because of words used, such as dark world, doesn't sound good, sleepy, shelter, and others. Okay, even if you just refer to the words that make you think that. Okay, right, I'm going to have to get rid of these now. I think I do that. Yes! So that was number 3. Let's go for number 4 here. The stone. The stone was something bad. Which phrase tells you this? It's got to, right, the stone, where's the stone? It's down here. There's the stone. Since he looked in the stone, and with the hideous memory. Well, it's got to be that, hasn't it? Even if you don't fully understand. It says it's a hideous memory. Now that answer doesn't need much because you are explaining the answer. Your answer is the because. Because? To that question. The stone was something bad because it says it's a hideous memory. So you've got to think, does the question require more? And it's tricky. And 5 and 6 is all about working out how much you need to give in an answer. But it's a good habit to get into writing because, just, to make yourself clear. We've got 2 blue ones left. Number 5. What impression of Gandalf do you get in the second paragraph? So we're still in this one here. Let me get rid of some of this. It's been his first ride. Let's see. Gold. Hardly reached its shelter. Here we go. Gandalf spoke soft words. Talking and Gandalf giving orders. And then again rode into the night. Well, if Gandalf can just rock up somewhere, because they've arrived at a town. Gandalf's spoken soft words to him, and then just given order to these men. Well, I don't know, respect? He has respect. You might, maybe it's not respect. You might put power. You might put, maybe people fear him. Do people fear him? But whatever you put, personally, I think it's respect. Maybe power. You've got to put why. So because he gives orders and people listen. People listen. People followed those orders. Okay? But it'd be interested to see which one, or a different thing, you think it might be. Number 6, the final question. Is Pippin enjoying this journey? Give 2 pieces of evidence. I'm gonna go no. And I'm gonna put 2 pieces of evidence. So, definitely not. In terms of what the evidence is, you could say you could. There's lots. There are lots you could refer to. There's drowsy and uncertain. The fact that he's not enjoying it. He was tired and uneasy. The fact that the noise of the wind was filled with menacing voices. That's an example of the fact that he's not enjoying it right now. Oh, here it is. This is it. Pippin cowered. He was afraid. Wondering what the dreadful country was. So wondering this dreadful land he was in. So I'm not going to write my answers in. I think there's more than enough evidence to point out whether he's enjoying this trip or not. Okay? What I want to remind you is the text itself, I think, can be hard to understand. These answers are in the text. Okay? But you've got to look in the right place, and you've got to have an understanding of the text, which is why we analyse this on Monday. Okay? But well done with that, guys. I look forward to seeing your answers for this one, because I think this is a really good piece to really show how well you can use Dr. Deduction with texts. Okay, so good luck with that.